Welcome to Just Hair Me Out, a podcast about love, life, and hair. I'm Barbara. I've spent over 38,000 hours coloring hair.
Hi, I'm Demetra, and I've spent over 1,000 weeks with scissors in my hands.
With 50 clients a week in our chairs and 22 years on our feet, doing hair is not our hobby, it's our hustle. We've navigated salon politics and then opened salon suites of our own in 2020. We choose dogs over kids, skinny marks over beer, and we've only fired 3 clients each. Welcome back. So this week we wanted to talk about nipples and camel toe. Now, you've probably seen in the news, so many of these things come up where people in other countries seem to be pretty easy peasy about, say, sculptures of naked humans. Whereas in America, people tend to get freaked out and say, oh my God, they're naked. So this kind of is like part of our culture here in the US, and it is very much affecting women.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're a little uptight.
Yes.
Americans. I mean, I'm first generation. So I grew up going to the summers to Greece with my dad, and everybody was topless or wearing thongs or Speedos. So I still have that mentality, a little used to, being in Europe as a kid. I kind of grew up with that. But Americans in general, they are very kind of uptight and, someone's naked or showing a nip.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah. So I recall, I want to touch base on the camel toe issue. I remember watching the Kardashians, and they had some sort of device that would get rid of your camel toe. Like, I think it was like a flat piece of, I don't know what it was, but you put it on top, like, of your...
To permanently get rid of it, or like a temporary? Okay.
No, for your outfit. Like if you were wearing super tight pants,
okay,
that it would keep your pants from traveling anywhere. But how would you be like sitting down and wearing something that was like hard?
So was it like a female jockstrap?
Kinda, yeah. But anyway, it seems very uncomfortable. And 2 points to this. Why don't you just wear looser pants?
I was just gonna say that. Oh my God, you took the words out of my mouth, girlfriend.
Right? Also, if you are wearing really tight pants, can we just be like, okay, anatomy, it happens. Why is it such a big deal?
Well, it's not a big deal. It's not. However, I really don't want to be staring at your camel toe.
Sometimes they're like waving back.
Wait, aren't those like beef curtains?
Meat curtains.
Oh, meat curtain. Whatever.
Yeah.
Meat.
Well, no, those wouldn't make a camel toe. We're just talking about like the basics here,
Oh, yeah. You're talking about like a fat cat.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, sorry. I'm getting hip with this new terminology here.
I'm cool.
Okay. So, what is your thought? What's your thought on camel toeing?
If you care to not show that, just wear looser pants. It's okay. Yeah. And if you really, really want to wear those tight pants, just let it be. Because we're all just people. We're humans.
Yeah, who cares? But you know what? What about, though, the kind of pants that you can't really control, like leggings, workout leggings? My thing is, the thing that I don't like when I go to the gym, I really can't stand when they put it up their butts. Why do they do that? Like, literally, they insert it into the ass crack and walk around like that. What is that called? Because I know camel toe's the front, and that's usually tight pants. But I mean, mine do not go up the crack of my ass. I wear leggings all the time, but they specifically do it. Is there a name for that?
I think that's just showing off your ass. And from
disgusting.
My time, people would say your ass is trying to eat your pants. That's what they would say.
Yeah, we'd make fun of people like that.
Yeah. Well,
it's
and also
younger generation. I'm sorry, it is. I don't see anyone my age doing that. It's like the 20 and like early 30-year-olds that are like literally putting it and like stretching it up there. But then women get mad that people are staring at them at the gym saying the guy's a creep. Well, why is it all the way up your ass and your vagina? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of attention grabbing.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, and also there's this huge free the nipple movement that's been happening for the last like decade. And I always have been somebody who likes a padded bra so that nothing's showing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's cultural. I also uh, grew up in a really modest environment. And I remember when I was in beauty school, actually, I worked at Victoria's Secret at night after school.
Oh.
And at that time, they brought out these different bras that we had never seen before. And it was kind of like a test. You know, they were putting them in certain stores in around Chicago just to see if they would sell and whatnot. So apparently they were a big deal in Europe, as we're saying. And it was like a padded bra that was like, supposed to make your boobs like bigger than what they are and push them up.
Mm-hmm.
But on the outside of the foam, there was a foam nipple. So it always looked like you were really cold. And it was almost like to fake people out. Like this padded bra like wasn't maybe padded. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right. They wanted their boobs to look bigger, plus with the nips, right?
Yeah.
So, but Kim Kardashian just came up with something like that on Skims, her Skims line.
Yes, and that's new.
That's new. Literally, that like just launched recently, which is interesting that you're saying that because how long ago were you working there?
That was like 20 years ago.
Wow. Yeah. So it's having a comeback. I agree with you. For a long time, I only wore bras that were either padded or had an underwire. And then I started noticing, like, I just love a good t-shirt. And I don't know if it's just gravity, it's taken its toll, but like my boobs don't quite fit in them anymore. There was always like this looseness on top, right? Your boobs start to kind of droop into it. And then like every time I wear a t-shirt, I always felt like you can see that part of the bra. Right. So then I went to like a padded bra without the underwire, hoping that it would snug me better because I didn't want my nips to show. Now I don't give a shit. I absolutely hate an underwire. I hate the padding. I don't care if my nipples show. I go to the gym and I usually am very cold and people stare and I don't give a shit what people think. But
it's very freeing.
But it's very freeing. Like I have a bra on. I'm sorry that they're just saying hello to you, but I mean, it's not my fault.
Yeah, and when you have real ones, they generally the headlights are the same direction. Sometimes when you have artificial ones, I've seen this a lot where they kind of go like this, like all in different directions.
They do go in different directions. I mean, mine don't. Yeah. So yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Of course, I don't care if mine show. Mine are like heading straight on.
Yeah.
But I used to care. I don't care anymore. But again, I don't know also if it's age because of the comfort or age as in because I don't give a shit anymore. You reach a point in life where you're just like, yeah, I don't really care if they're showing. But I do still feel like when I'm at work and I have a male client coming in, I grab a cape and I cover up. So if I'm wearing leggings that day and I don't have a long enough t-shirt, I will put a cape on just to cover my butt and to cover my nips. But if it's my female clients, I usually don't care. But I still do because I just feel awkward. And most of my male clients, they're like husbands and like I know they're why, just out of respect, I do it. Although to me, I don't think it should matter, but it's a societal thing. And again, back to like Americans, I think they're just kind of uptight about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't think it's embarrassing like as a hairstylist because, we just stand really close to people trying to get up in their business to do their hair right.
Yeah.
So it is like you're really close to somebody. So I don't think it's weird that you would put a cape on.
Right. Yeah. It's not. Right. I again, like I said, I just try to, be respectful, whatever, and just it's not the kind of service I'm providing. Let's just put it that way.
That's right. Amen.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's just really interesting that the whole nips thing is coming back. I've always been kind of cool with that, but the camel toe thing, I just still can't stand it. It just really bothers me. I don't know why. For me, it just does. I don't like seeing it.
Also, I've been watching Love Island. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Demetra. Okay, it's like a dating show, and it's I mean they have like US versions now, but it's in England, and Well, you'd have to see it. Anyway,
Okay.
it's a big deal. There's a lot of seasons, but you're getting to see what people think is like hot and sexy now. And
Mhm.
it's like, oh my God, all the women, like their bathing suit bottoms have to go up their butt. Like it has to be a thong. And if it's not a thong, they push it up.
Right. That's what I keep trying
And
to tell you. Like, why?
I don't know. It
What are
seems
we
weird to
missing?
me and also like
Can somebody like
uncomfortable.
email us like why? If you have the answer to this, can you email us at?
Just hear me out podcast at gmail.com.
Thanks. Yeah.
Also, a lot of these people are having their nipples pierced, and you can tell by, like, well, Love Island, it's on an island, so they're wearing bathing suits like a lot. Anyway, so you're seeing like um underneath their bathing suit tops that they're all like have piercings.
Is now is the piercing of the nipples to keep your nipples erect? Or why do people have nipple piercings?
I'm not totally sure. I think it might be like they're more sensitive. Also,
Ouch,
they
I'm just thinking about it. That just like, oh, sorry.
it might be just a look thing. I mean, when I was quite young, or like when I was a teenager, the only people that had like nipple piercings are people that had like tons of tattoos and like stretched their ears and stuff,
Right. Or more like
So, but now it's
gothic or now
yeah,
it's a lot more just like a common thing. So I don't know if it's like I don't know.
it's becoming like quite common.
Right.
And what were you telling me about the t-shirts?
Oh, yes. Um, just the other day, I don't know, my phone might be listening to me or something, but there's t-shirts or yeah, it's like a t-shirt with like a built-in bra that has built-in piercings. So it's not just like the concept that you said or like the Kim Kardashian where it's like nipples. This is nipples with a piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Like what have we just gone wild to where people like everything has to be fake?
Yes. Well, okay, so
Well,
just to clarify, is it like a t-shirt where you're seeing the outline of it?
yes, just
Okay,
the
so
outline. You don't see a
it's
piercing.
like faking
It's
you
like a
out.
bra. Yeah, it's like almost like wearing the fake bra, and you see nipples, but this has a piercing too. So you could,
Yeah.
it gives you the silhouette.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought that
but
was the strangest thing.
with all these like crazy bras
Mm-hmm.
and the piercing things and whatever, or like yeah, the bras that are acting like yeah, your nipples are on the outside of the big foam things.
Mm-hmm.
It's what do you do later when like the truth comes out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I can see why men get mad about stuff like that. Like, I don't know
False
about
advertising.
total false advertising. Like, I'm sorry, I'd be really, really pissed if I was like feeling on some junk and it was like a soda can and dude took off his underwear and that was like a shrimp. I'm sorry. I would be so upset. Like, that is total like false advertisement. And I just think that's messed up.
It's
That's all I'm
messed
gonna
up.
say about that. So
Um,
I'm gonna go with the guys on this side. Like I'm gonna yeah,
quit lying.
quit lying, bitches.
Quit
Quit
lying about your
lying.
titties.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or just let them hang out all natural. Let them
Yes.
droop, sag, or be erect naturally. Or go get a Skims.
You heard it here first. You know, one of my favorite shows of all time
Mm-hmm.
is Will and Grace. Did you ever get
Mm.
into that?
No, I
Oh my
didn't.
God. Okay, there's this episode, and this is
Mm-hmm.
like maybe early 90s they were
Mm-hmm.
filming this. Anyway, so Grace has a date with some guy that she knows from high school. Or
Mm-hmm.
he's coming to town and he had emailed her. So they're in New York City and they're in their 30s or whatever. And so someone had pointed out to her that in a picture that she had, it like printed, it looked like she had big boobs and she has practically no boobs. And so she decided she would get a water bra. Do you remember those? Where they put water in them?
Yes. Oh my God, that's right.
So-
I forgot about those things.
She puts on a water bra and a super tight like turtleneck, and something happens where she hugs somebody or something, and like it springs a leak. So she's like all the time holding her chest, and she's at this art opening and this guy is like, it's his art opening. Anyway, he eventually figures out that she's holding her boobs because she's wearing a fake bra, and he's like, "Oh, that's really lame of you to like fake it, blah blah blah. Like, I don't really want to see you." So then she like takes him and she like sprays all his paintings with her water. It's so good. You gotta look it up.
That reminds me of something that would be like either a Friends episode or like a Three's Company. I used to love Three's Company though, like growing up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be the blonde, and everyone's like, "Oh no, you're the brunette."
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I love being a brunette, and nothing
Me
against
too.
all the blondes, but like me and my sister growing up, it's funny we would say that. We grew up with our friend who was a blonde, and we used to feel sorry for her that she was blonde.
Oh.
I know, weird, right? Okay, don't hate me, people, but I just...
Nope. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for listening, and please stop being judgy about people's nipples, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, yes. We will see you next Tuesday. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please subscribe or follow. And please leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Lastly, follow us on social media for clips of past and future episodes. All our accounts are listed in the show notes below. Thanks so much for listening.